you know, too many pitches in the middle of the plate. You know, from my vantage point, he was throwing strikes. You know, just the one walk in 6+ innings. Had a number of 0-2 counts. But I think overall the damage was, you know, pitches in the middle, whether it's fastball, slider, curve. You know, he just couldn't get consistently to the edges when he needed to.
Totally, I know he just had the home run, but he seemed like he was seeing the ball a little bit better.
A little bit better. You know, he's showing some signs of getting there. You know, he put the ball in play with 2 strikes to get the RBI on the fielder's choice. The home run, a 2-0 split finger, that was good. He stayed back just enough. You know, that's what you do with something soft in the middle part of the plate. But he's gaining some momentum, which is good to see from Michael.
Hey, following up with Marquez,
Yep.
the delivery that we saw completely out of whack in Kansas City, is that getting there?
Yeah, a little better today for sure. I thought his rhythm was better. I thought his tempo in between pitches was better. You know, overall, I thought his body moved better. He just didn't make a lot of good pitches. You know, you know, the second inning, the 0-2, you know, after Olsen hit the ball, you know, down the third baseline. I mean, the 0-2 pitch to Murphy when the ball went in the corner, the double, that was, you know, got them their first 2 runs. Really the backbreaker for me was the 0-2 slider to Allen in the 5th. Score was 3-1 at that time. He struck out. He got struck out White, 2 outs, 2 on to their 9-hole hitter. 0-2 slider up, and he, you know, hit a base hit to right center field. So again, I think, you know, last night Feltner against Harris, tonight Herman against Allen. You know, pitches that weren't made, that were critical, that would have kept us closer. So, you know, as good as the starting pitching was the first couple weeks, it's sort of faltered here lately. You look at what we've done on the mound; it hasn't been what we expect and what those guys expect. So, you know, we got to right the ship on the rotation first of all, to give us a chance in the early part of the game to maybe get some momentum offensively.
Amid this historically tough start,
Yeah.
what's the vibe in the clubhouse right
You know,
now?
the guys are hanging in there. It's tough. I mean, guys are frustrated for sure, Kyle, but, you know, the work ethic is fine. You know, those guys are proud. They're hanging in there. We've got a lot of young guys, right, who are, you know, I think, you know, wanting to prove that they belong. So you know, their energy level's high, and they're coming to play, wanting to play. We've got a good group of veteran players who are holding it together, which is good. But there's frustration for sure. But again, I think if you're around the guys, and I know Thomas is, you know, pretty much daily, guys are coming to fight. You know, it's just not happening. We're just not getting the results overall from all 26 guys.
Fifth inning, fly ball from Olsen that you know he had into a collision up
Yeah.
with Doyle and Beck. Are you seeing a little bit of sloppiness?
I don't know where that sloppiness, Tom. It's just, you know, lack. You know, again, I think 2 guys, aggressive outfielders going for the ball. It's noisy. You know, the crowd noise. Probably a better question for those guys. I haven't looked at them. I think Doyle called it. Beck's got to get out of there as soon as he hears that and get out of the way. But again, were there a couple sloppy? I mean, Allen's play there in the 9th, that was a bad throw. Allen shouldn't. You know, that's not part of his game. The low throw to Tolia. You know, I wouldn't call that play in left center sloppy. If that ball drops in between them and nobody goes after it, yes. But when, you know, there's the center fielder calling it, the left fielder might have called it early. Again, you know, it's loud, it's distracting. Again, I mean, those guys haven't played together a ton, so that's probably part of it, right? I mean, their familiarity with each other is not strong. It will be, I think, if Jordan continues to play like he does. You know, he has a chance to be a regular, everyday player. Could be in left field, and that will clean up for sure. Okay.